Alrighty then, fam. Welcome back to the Horror Fest. We've seen some creepy dolls, we've seen some nuns, we even watched a cursed VHS tape, but now it's time to take a trip to England in 1910. Arthur Kipps is a lawyer who travels to a sketchy abandoned estate called the Eel Marsh House in the middle of the marshlands outside of town. He's there to collect some documents left behind by Alice Drablow, the former owner. Because, that's just a place where any normal person would build a house. Once he arrives, Arthur is greeted by unwelcoming villagers, except for a guy named Sam, who lives nearby. As Arthur inspects the estate, he notices that the nursery has been barricaded shut, and he has a brief run-in with a woman in black. Haha, see what I did there? He hears the sound of carriages running around and a kid screaming out in the marsh, but nothing's there. And yep, that's the cue to leave, bro. Take the hint. Arthur goes to the police station to tell them what he saw, but the constable pretty much just gives zero fucks about it. Just then, two kids come bursting in with their sister, who just drank a shit ton of lye. Ah, kids, what are you gonna do? The sister dies pretty much right then and there. Later on, Sam tells Arthur that his son drowned in the marsh a while back, and that his wife Elizabeth hasn't been the same since. Well, yeah, obviously. The next day, when Arthur arrives at Eel Marsh, he's driven away by an angry mob, led by the father of the girl who died, who pretty much blames Arthur for her death, saying something about him bringing on the woman in black. Alright, Harry, just Avada Kedavra this motherfucker. Alright, anyways, Arthur discovers a connection between Alice, the homeowner, and her sister Janet Humphrey. Janet demanded to see her son, whom Alice had taken custody of after Janet was deemed mentally unfit. Arthur then finds a death certificate for Nathaniel, the son, who drowned in a carriage accident in the marsh. Didn't he just hear a young boy screaming out there earlier? It's Voldemort fuckery, man. Don't go out there. Janet blames Alice for being selfish and only saving herself in the accident, leaving the young boy to die in the marsh. Yeah, she just kinda left the body out there too. What a bitch. Arthur learns that soon after, Janet hung herself in the nursery. Oh, so good. Let that shit stay barricaded then. That night, Arthur hears noises coming from the nursery, which is now wide open. Oh, well, yeah, fuck all that. He goes in and looks through the window, seeing a kid crawling out of the marsh, heading towards the house. Just get on that broomstick and fly away, Harry. He runs outside like a dumbass and is pretty much surrounded by a bunch of dead children, including the one who drank the lye. The next morning, in town, a villager's house catches fire with his daughter trapped inside. For some reason, Arthur decides to run inside to save her, but the woman in black gets to her first, and of course, they blame him for that death too. Man, fuck these villagers. Back at the house, Elizabeth tells Arthur that the woman in black is indeed Janet, and that she makes the children kill themselves to get revenge on her own child's death. Yeah, I get it, but that's not really fair if you think about it. In an attempt to rectify things, though, Arthur finds Nathaniel's body in the marsh and buries it with Janet. Sometime later, after things calm down, Arthur goes to the train station to greet his son Joseph, who has come to visit. First of all, why the hell would he come there to visit? What is there to see? What sights are there? You just gonna take him back to the house to hang out with Janet? Come on, bro. What are you doing? Just as they're about to be reunited, Janet appears and lures Joseph onto the train tracks. Arthur freaks out and tries to save him, but they're both killed by an oncoming train. The end. Well, that certainly wasn't a happy ending, now was it? Fucking Janet. Alright guys, well you might as well get comfortable at the Eel Marsh House, because tomorrow we're diving right back into part 2, The Angel of Death. Lovely.